there you had to speak for it. Yeah, he changed a little bit, but I'm pretty sure the judges have taken it into account. Yeah, you started off by speaking against it, and then you realized, and then maybe you fell back on the wagon. But any which way, we'll move on to against the topic again. So we'll have Group D, and yeah, please introduce yourselves and sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right? Okay. Yes, yes, perfect. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me? Is it I'm Sanjukta Paul from School of Education, and I'm against the motion that AI is not a threat to employability. And I want to begin with a quote: "To err is to human." We all have heard of this. So it is very much in human nature to make errors. So if we talk about employability, I want to go to the term first of what is employability. Employability is a definition which can be put into an area where we are talking about humans, isn't it? And humans and human psychology and the complexities of management and organization. How we are organizing and managing and controlling and getting the desired result in a short period of time. And for humans alone, I don't think it is very much possible in a perfectionist kind of a way. Since time is a constraint and we are in a fast-paced moving world, the world is just flying by, time is just flying by. I think that is where AI comes in, because AI makes the work of 6 hours right down into 6 minutes maybe. The time is a factor which is, I think, the gold here. Time is the gold here. We all are running for, by, against, and everything is arranged and broke down and simplified and fought for is all because of time. And AI is where it comes in, because AI is saving us the time. And also, if I talk about another important thing, that is memory. Memory is very essential, and retrieval of memory. So human mind is definitely prone to, I forgot this, I don't know what I thought last night. But that's not for a machine or for an AI. AI always remembers, because data is stored. And even if the data is somehow deleted or so-called misplaced, we can always retrieve it. So which is guided by the human brain. And human brain is something that controls the human body. We don't control the human brain. The brain controls us. Yes, to a certain extent, maybe through meditation, yoga, and a lot of things, we might trick the brain into thinking that you have to do what I am telling you to do, but that is to a certain extent. Human brain is prone to breakdown. Not that I'm saying AI is not prone to breakdown, but that could be once in a decade, once in a blue moon, which can again be fixed. But the memory remains the same. And the retrieval of memory is very much possible, which is not possible in case of a human mind. So I think employability would be much more easier, seamless, better when we bring AI into it. If we look at AI as our friends, because so many movies and sci-fi movies we see nowadays, and also emotional connect, which I would say, which might be missing when we talk about AI, that can also be integrated through various technologies.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Raj Basak. I am from SOAT, and today I'll be speaking against the motion. My topic is AI is a threat to employability. Let's start that what AI is. AI does the work that human takes the to do the work in few hours that AI doesn't do. AI mainly maximize the works in few seconds and do that work what human does take in many hours. And also the AI also create the job creation, like AI does means to create the to means to work on the AI we need to learn many languages, and for creating that to maintaining the AI in proper way and running in a proper smoothly, to we need to learn many languages like machine learning and many coding languages to proper codingly doing that things. In languages we need to learn proper many things like and also also AI, instead of doing that works easier, AI also replaces the humans in doing that many works that human does human do take times that what are the needs and what are the requirements to put in that on the basis of that topic and for the presentation. uh, Instead of doing that, we just give our prompt in that AI and they created our overview of the PowerPoint presentation, so we can take the idea from that PowerPoint presentation and put it in our that what we are creating by our own, not just totally taking that from AI. We just take the few bullet points and create our own PowerPoint presentation that maximize our work and our time also. It saves our time. It's AI does it. AI mainly saves the time of human beings, that because the time is very crucial, and also AI in today's generation is very important because learning many things from AI. AI is very important as we are learning from many things from them. That's all.
But I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, we need AI for me as well. I think I lose my job, but it's okay. But any which way, everybody here, you guys are being very generous while clapping. It's not easy to do what everybody is doing. So on that note, please let's give everybody in this room a huge round of applause. Yeah, great. Now coming down to the last contenders from this particular round, and after this we'll have the rebuttals, of course. So the last contenders will be speaking. You know what you're speaking against, right? All right. So take it away.
Check. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, respective judges. Myself, Arpita Biswas. I'm from SOBUS, pursuing my MSc in Geography. So today I will be speaking about for AI threat to the employability. So the topic is pretty trending, as been said by vice presidents already. So and already one of like two people have already spoken about it, so I would like to take the references and speak like AI is actually a threat to employability. Now how it is? So first and foremost, I would say that AI is automation. Definitely we know automation is like nothing to be done, everything can be automated, like life becomes pretty easier. Most of us in the Gen Zs, we can say, are like automation a lot. To be served, like our mom cook in the morning, giving a serving on the bed and something like this. So AI is kind of the artificial intelligence works something like that for us. So automation in the technology, incorporating it in the technology boosts the economy a lot. So in that case, we can say that it replaces the human labor. So taking to the ancient time when people actually started to learn how to use the stones, discovered fire, we really don't need that much. We have advanced a lot. So automation, we can say in this respect that industries are incorporating the machines. The machineries are automated. We are incorporating robots which are replacing the human, not to even operate the machines. The machineries really don't want any human labor to operate it if you put it into the automation now. So it is replacing the human labor. Now coming to the efficiency, AI will give you, though I know that you have put up the points that human brains have only created AI, but now it is actually running faster than the human brains now. So faster and accurate, optimization to its highest level. We can from anywhere, everywhere in the world, even sitting in the bathroom, you can do your work through AI, honestly. So it gives you quick responses. Human cannot work 24 into 7. AI can. It can go 24 into 7, 365 days, whatever you want to say. So, gives quick responses, support whenever you require, AI is there to support you. Coming to, so making this that humans work in 3 shifts, even offices which are running at 24 into 7, which is working 24 in employability in this case. So because if a company creates a robot for approximately for 2 to 3 lakhs, it will make it more efficient, quick than the people who are whom they have, like the 3 workers who are working, they have to put a lot of money for them every month. So one-time investment, and these are like EMIs it goes on. So, okay, so economic pressure. Economic pressure, we can say that companies opt for definitely cost cutting. The companies will go for cost cutting. That is the first and foremost thing for any company to increase their profitability. So wherever they see profit, definitely they will be vouching for it. So AI gives them the opportunity to do the cost cutting to the highest level they can go. Humans doesn't give them though. Because whenever we go for interviews, and even when you people will be also sitting for interviews, you will be negotiating on the packages that will be provided to you. But robots doesn't do negotiations. So we can say that the economic pressure on humans are increasing because of AI. So it is a threat to employability. And lastly, skill gap. Okay. Now coming to the skill gap, you might say that a human possesses a lot of skills, blah, blah, blah. I understand. But those skills are actually incorporated in AI, and with every single advancement, every single time, it is much more polished, and the skill gap cannot be matched with humans and the AI. So we are the only ones putting into it, but we know that we, as it's said by team, be the first. Done. Okay. So I would like to end it over here. Thank you.
With AI, we are summoning the demon. A very good morning, everyone. My name is Muskan Gupta. I'm from School of Business and Economics. And I'm again going to be speaking on the topic, is AI a threat to employability? And I'm going to be speaking for the motion. In fact, I would even take the liberty to say that not just employability, AI is also a threat to our creativity. Because all of us sitting here, at some point or the other, we have referred to ChatGPT for collecting the points. So while this is on the spot, and we are doing this on the spot, but are we really brainstorming? Are we really using our creativity? So this is not just relevant about the debate here, this is also relevant about jobs. Are employees working at companies right now really being creative, especially if you are in like a writing position? You can easily perhaps use ChatGPT to write your, of course there will be plagiarism checks also, but few smart people are also there, especially the youth among us. We are very good at bypassing certain things. Anyways, firstly, obviously the first reason why AI is a threat to humans, that is efficiency. Because if AI is able to do the job better than me, then how am I supposed to sell myself at an interview? How am I supposed to convince someone that I can do it better than AI? It makes things difficult. And already the job market currently, whether that be in India or across the globe, it is difficult right now. Things are difficult. Getting a job is difficult. Is a threat to employability. And alongside with efficiency, of course, if AI is performing the job better, then that will lead to cost cutting, downsizing, as my partner just said. So again, that will lead to loss of jobs. Then the second thing is impact on specific industries. Now AI, specific industries and professions as well. So AI currently is not impacting all industries as we know, but specific industries and specific professions are more at risk. And when I say professions, it would include white collar jobs, because of course, if I'm talking about a blue collar job, someone working at a construction site, AI is not hampering his job. He is not affected by AI. But someone sitting at a multinational corporation, of course his job will be affected if he's not able to perform better than the AI. So when it impacts profession, that will immediately have an impact on job security. So when I know that my job is on threat, that will demotivate me to work. So it's like a connection. AI is hampering my job, that is hampering my job security, that will lead me to poor motivation, that will lead me to perform not so well, and then I lose my job. Simple as that. Then, of course, there are a lot of ethical concerns when it comes to AI. So I'm sure all of us here have heard about deepfake. So last year there was this case about this video, this really weird video about this actress Rashmika Mandana. So this can happen, this happened in the entertainment industry, it can happen in the corporate world as well. So that again will discourage people to join a company, for example, where a case like this has happened, right? So that is again an ethical concern. Then unequal opportunities. Now, of course, they will not have so much knowledge about AI. They will not know. So that immediately puts them at a lower chances of getting an employment compared to me, right? So opportunities are also not equal. If you ask someone from a small town, you know what AI is, perhaps they may not know. Global competition. This is my next point. Like I said in the beginning, competition is already increasing globally, and AI is not just in India, of course, it's across the world. So that increases the competition to get a job. Less personalization. This is another major problem. For example, you give a prompt on ChatGPT. I feel the answers are so professional, and it just lacks that human touch. For example, I'll give a very personal example. I had messaged someone on LinkedIn regarding a job, an HR, and the message that I sent her, it was AI generated. And she immediately told me that, have you written this from AI? I said, yes ma'am, I took this from AI. So she said that avoid that in the future, because this is the same point that she mentioned. She said that it lacks that human touch, and people can tell, especially when HRs are receiving hundreds of messages daily, they can tell the widening skill gap. Due to AI, certain jobs have become completely obsolete, and new roles are requiring technical skills. Okay, so that brings me to the end. Thank you.
Check. Okay. So right now we'll have the rebuttal round. Okay, as we can see that a lot of good points have been discussed. So a huge round of applause for all of you over here. Greatly done. I mean, some really good points were discussed by everybody here, for the motion, against the motion, nevertheless. All right. So the first rebuttal will be from Group A, and 5 minutes are allowed for each of the groups. Right? I'll just repeat myself again. 5 minutes each group. You can divide your times. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 4 minutes, depending on who wants to do it. Alright, but you'll be judged individually. We'll be giving you individual points. We are giving you individual points rather, and from this particular round, 4 people will be qualifying to the second round. Alright, and then the final will follow after that. Alright, so for the first rebuttal, ma'am, who do you want as the first person to give a rebuttal? For or against? Okay, so they'll be against. Okay, so from against, who wants to go first? You want to go first? Oh, that's great. I mean, round of applause for her as well. Like, you know, it's not easy to volunteer like that. All right, so you can take it first. That group, 5 minutes. You both can decide who goes first, what happens next. Yeah. Okay, let's go. The time started already.
Can you hear me? Okay. So again, I'm Sanjukta Paul from School of Education. First, my first point is, I'll take it over from this team, I think Group C, right? Nobody has put a gun on your head that you have to use ChatGPT, right? That is an option. Nobody's stopping you. ChatGPT is an option. It is not a compulsion that you have to take ChatGPT and, you know, write everything. And right, also what you mentioned is, a person can easily differentiate what is from ChatGPT and what is from creativity. And creativity always wins, no matter what, because it goes and hits straight to the heart. All right, and also my another point would be what you talked about. Verily, I agree, replaces the population and workplace. right? So in the Sarkari offices, we see a lot of workers and clerks who are just chewing pan, going out for cha, idling away their time. So there are many period of time through AI. But that is being taken up by these workers who are being assigned just because they've cleared an examination, with all due respect again. But don't you think this is a whole lot of wastage of time and workforce as well? And shouldn't we take a step back and think about our population goals instead? We are expanding our population to a huge rate, so maybe we should focus on that. And this is about humans versus AI, and not humans versus humans. So we should be a team here, and AI should be a team there, and we should think about how we can make changes in our society and cut down the population rather. So that's my point. That's it. If you have anything to say,
Hello everyone. As the group B participants mentioned that you are not using that. If you are doing it by your own, that you can create your PowerPoint presentation with your creativity skills. You can use it through you enhancing your creativity, that skills. And as some mentioned that about doing means the robots are doing the humans works. It's not totally that they are creating the, they are not totally they are not totally giving away the jobs. They are just creating their time management. They are just enhancing their work, making that work more easier to do that. So that's only my.
Okay, I'll be taking the first question. Yes, of course, nobody. I'm Muskan Gupta again, by the way. Of course, nobody is putting a gun on my head and asking me to use AI. But after all, at the end of the day, we are all humans, and I'm sure everyone over here has heard what FOMO means, fear of missing out. I'm perhaps the last person in my entire friend circle to use ChatGPT, and the only reason why I was doing everything before ChatGPT on my own, using Google of course, but I was not using ChatGPT. I was not interested, because I think होता है ना, Google से काम हो जा रहा है, that sort of thing. So the only reason why I started using ChatGPT is because of FOMO. Because everybody around us is using it, then why not we also use it? That sort of thing is there. This FOMO thing is present everywhere. People might deny it right now, but it's present in everything. Secondly, if I know that I'm lacking at something, for example, if I know that perhaps my English is not that good, my written communication skills are not that good, and I need to message someone, so I have to use maybe chat, right? I need to set that edge to differentiate, get the employability. But after you enter the job market, then again it's a different ball game altogether. That's all from my side.
Sanjukta, can you please repeat the second question which you were asking? Actually, second point you had something. Yeah. Replacing workplace and yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. So you want an explanation over it, like. Okay. So you have to ask her what was the question. Okay. Okay, so I would just go for the first question and support her in the same thing that she said about a personal thing. Now I'm coming to the professional sphere. Is like if I see my colleague is working better than me, I'm making a PPT. I'm taking time to make a PPT for 3 days, and my colleague can make it in 3 hours. Why not I switch onto it and upscale myself? Using AI only, I'm doing it. No one has put gun on me or something, but I need a promotion at the end of the day. So I need the money. So definitely I would choose AI. I would club with AI rather, but AI is the one which is going to make the work smoother for me and make things pretty easier and quick for me, so that I can, it might not replace my, but it might help me to upscale myself so that I can literally sustain in the professional environment. So AI is important and it is becoming a threat, because if we make it more advanced, then there might be a situation where we just give few prompts and it will give you the entire PPT or entire work which you are working for 3 to 4 days. Like you have taken time for 3 to 4 days, because definitely the more efficiently and quickly you give the work, the company is going to be benefited from it. So let it be AI or human. So if it is AI, so definitely.
But the point was raised far beyond the time now. It was said that why to use AI-enabled robots for serving tables? There is scalability, efficiency, and consistency. And I think as a restaurant owner, the person must be considering all these things and also cost effectiveness. Then how do you support that human should be used in that case without AI-enabled robots in restaurants to cut off cost, efficiency, and scalability? And adding to that, there was also a point raised about research papers, that my opponent used research papers for gathering knowledge. And there is no use of AI, as said priorly. So research papers are not developed or corrected without AI. That was something said. Generated system is applied, that it will be putting a check whether the reports that has been provided, the literature review that has been considered are copied or not, or has been copied from others' work that has been previously published without any references in general. So how do you support both the statements in different perspectives?
So, good afternoon again. I'm Rupkatha Chaudhary. So, the people who said for the motion, all of them said that AI or maybe like AI tools ChatGPT, it provides 24 into 7 service. But it's not completely true. While I'm using ChatGPT few days ago for writing like some answers, I need some answers for some questions assignment. So it works only for 45 minutes and then it says that like it's like hangout completely. But while I'm in a class, some teachers are taking like 2 hours class, or maybe in a coaching center I had gone through 3 to 4 hours classes also. So the teachers, the human, I can ask them queries for all through the 4 hours and they can session with ChatGPT. So he asked ChatGPT, is 2 plus 3 equal to 8? So ChatGPT said no first. Then he said no, my father said it's 8. My wife said it's 8. And ultimately the ChatGPT says okay, so 2 plus 3 equal to 8. So that's what happened. AI is really dependent on the human. How we are training them, it's depend on that thing. So it's not completely accurate. It's depend on us. So it's definitely not a threat to employment. Yeah, human is always, we are always at the top and AI is below us. We are creating it, we are training it, it's depend on us. So that's what I want to say.
Hello, I am Anubhav Shah. So my friend from, I think, desk B has said that for research papers we use plagiarism and all sorts of tools to make sure that we do not do any sort of problems. We don't have any problems regarding those research papers. But I want to state that what are these research papers written for? There is a problem which is existing. People want to solve those problems. They have performed some research and they have solved that problem. then they have come to write a research paper, then they have used some tools in order to make sure that their papers are perfect. So, problem solving, identifying a real life problem, then coming to problem solving, and then solving the problem, and then he's publishing that research paper that this is your problem, this was the problem existing, this is my solution. This is entirely done by a human mind and a human brain. This is irreplaceable. Identifying a real life problem, till now I don't think that anyone other than the human brain is best at it. Again, I want to add another point, that human brain is best at conveying emotions. That I think no technology can convey emotions. When a student and teacher is sitting face to face, in the lockdown we faced a lot of these issues while doing online classes, that we were not able to just communicate, we were not able to just match up. Because when we see our teacher in front of us, he or she is making us learn something, we know there is exchange of emotions, only humans can do that. And I think till now in many sectors, you know that conveying emotion is very important. In advertisements which we see on the TV also, I know they're acting, but they are trying to convey certain emotions, they are trying to convey certain points which only human beings can do. Human beings are capable of showing emotions. That's my point.
Okay, so I'll take the first question. We haven't asked a question.
Hello. Hello. Thank you. Team A, B, C, D into two. Huge round of applause again, please. At least they have the courage. Few of them were really logical. They talked well. Correct. Now over to Rangan for the next round.
Thank you, sir. Well, first of all, after this particular round, what we can conclude on, or maybe just this debate will go on, because AI is something which is very new. I mean, in terms of perspective, in terms of understanding it. So, in order to understand AI, or in order to kind of draw an arc around it, maybe a debate like this wouldn't suffice. But you guys can go back home and do a little bit of research and come out with fair and logical points and notions that you can stick on to. So thank you so very much, team A, B, C, and D, for your lovely, rebuttals and great points that you guys have raised. So from here, we'll be choosing 4 participants that will be going on to the next round. Okay. So do we have the participants, ma'am? I'll just take the mic to Kaushali ma'am, and then ma'am can announce. Sure.
So let me first speak on this entire topic. What is my call on it? So what I believe, yes, there will be ChatGPT, there will be AI, but human being is irreplaceable till we are that point that Devraj told, that it's only about a strategy of survival of the fittest. So how we fit ourselves with this AI and ChatGPT competition, that is the call that human beings need to take. So yeah, I was very much convinced about the logic points that both the parties took up. But the qualified people, students are Anubhav Shah, Debraj Brahmo, Muskan Gupta, and Sanjukta Pal. So please wait for the next round.
So no disheartened by the other participants. It's all learning. Okay, you can stay here, continue seeing the next round and the final round. Correct. So for all of them, again, clap. All are champions. Correct. Thank you. For the next round. Next round, teams. Announce kar do. We'll start in 5 minutes.
We'll start in 5 minutes. We'll announce the topic so you can think about it and maybe come
we'll
out.
announce the topic. right? There are tea, I mean, will be served, and the water is kept outside the hall. You can please have it. Uh, it was AI. Now next topic, Rangan.
Check. Okay, so one thing that we have all been a part of, and it's a reality pretty much everywhere, is that whether or not, especially for a parent, and the kind of conscience that I mean, surrounds their mind, especially when they give birth to a girl child, they constantly think that whether or not this particular child or whatever is happening, especially in the remote areas, they're not quite sure of where and when the future will sort of turn out to be or pan out to be. But the things are changing. I mean, everything is changing, and it's for the good, I guess. So the second topic that we will kind of draw an arc around is, should Indian parents prioritize coding classes over cooking lessons for their daughters? And for the next round, since we have one extra participant that has registered, we'll be having the 4 teams and one extra person, right? Now that extra person will be definitely allowed a rebuttal, but his or her rebuttal will be 2.5 minutes. Okay, after the first round is complete. And yes, sir, total 9 participants will be there. Now we obviously have bifurcated them into groups. Maybe group D will be having, and we'll give them a topic to speak on, for or against, not a problem. So we'll give them a notion and we'll divide the participants according to that. For now, you can sit with the topic that I've just said, think about it, and we'll give you the group bifurcation within the next 5 minutes. Sounds good? Any doubt? Anybody? Okay.